And moving on to breaking news coming in from Maharashtra. The Shiv Sena has now demanded cancellation of noted ghazal singer Ghulam Ali. Ghulam Ali's concert was to be held, and Sena has threatened that they will protest if the concert is not cancelled. The Sena is against cultural ties with Pakistan in any form. So the ghazal maestro Ustad Ghulam Ali, who was to perform, now his concert is, of course, is something that the Shiv Sena is protesting and saying that India should not have any sort of cultural ties with Pakistan. In the past, remember, even on cricketing, of course, ties, Shiv Sena has held very strong protests, digging up the pitch on one account. Let's cut across live to Kamlesh Sutar, who now joins us with more. Kamlesh, when was this concert to be held, and take us through who from the Shiv Sena has issued now this protest?
Well, on the 9th of October, that's in a couple of days, the concert was slated to take place at the Shanmukhanand Hall at Matunga in Mumbai, and the Shiv Sena's film wing, the Chitrapat Sena, has issued, they went and met the officials at the Shanmukhanand Hall, asking them to not allow the show to happen at Shanmukhanand Hall. And in fact, the Shiv Sena has opposed the show that is slated on the 9th, and in a letter given to the Shanmukhanand Hall authorities, the Shiv Sena has said that they are against any kind of cultural or any ties with Pakistan at a point when our Jawans are being martyred on the border, and at this time a Pakistani artist performing on Indian soil is certainly not in line with the patriotism of a party like Shiv Sena, and the party will protest in its own style. Now, that is very important. The Shiv Sena has been protesting against any Pakistani artist performing in Mumbai. There were protests against Atif Aslam's show in the past as well, and even the Shiv Sena had gone down to dig up the Wankhede Stadium earlier in the past, as you mentioned, Smita. So the Shiv Sena issuing a threat here, clearly saying that they will not allow the show to go ahead, that is stated on the 9th.
But, Kamlesh, had the organizers factored in this? Because, as you clearly mentioned there, this is not the first time that the Shiv Sena will be protesting against some performance by a Pakistani artist. So what are the organizers now saying?
Well, there's no word from the organizers. They said that they've got the copy of the letter and they'll think over it. But in the past, the Shiv Sena had protested against show, and it had led to cancellations at some point. And even in the past, there is also history that some shows have gone ahead in police protection. We'll have to wait what decision the state government takes, what stand the state government takes.
Kamlesh, in fact, let me get in a word from Shaina NC of the BJP, who now joins us on the phone line. Shaina, how do you look at this? The Shiv Sena now saying that there should not be a concert to be held by the legendary, the ghazal maestro Ustad, Ghulam Ali in Mumbai. So, do you and your party agree with this line of thought?
I don't think it's for our party to have a line of thought, and as government, I think the Home Department and the Home Minister has to only consider a few facts, which is, one, if there is a law of the situation, and second, if there are legitimate permissions or not. I think we have used and misused this word ban repeatedly, and to suggest that it should be done vis-a-vis a literary field is purely questionable. But in this particular case, since there is a Pakistani singer involved, if there are legitimate permissions, I'm sure our government will allow the concert to continue. But if not, then there are areas of concern which only...
So, Shaina, if I'm reading it right, you are not in agreement with the line taken by your alliance partner Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. You say that as long as the organizers have a legitimate permission and there is no law and order fear, which in fact is something that the state government will then have to tackle, that the concert should go ahead.
As I said, at the cost of repetition, if there are legitimate permissions in place, I don't think it is for us to oppose. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. If a particular section feels that he should not perform for whatever reasons, there are legitimate means vis-a-vis going to the, through the legal process or announcing what you want to say in a democratic way. But I don't think that we as a party believe in misusing the word ban. And for us, as far as the Chief Minister goes, I'm sure he will have a statement in few hours.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Do stay on with us, Ms. Shaina NC. I'm also joined by the Congress's Sanjay Jha here on the phone line. Mr. Jha, you just heard Ms. Shaina NC. She seems to suggest that, as long as there are legitimate permissions, she is clearly, the Shiv Sena might have a view on this, might have an opinion on this, but that is not something that need to be implemented.
Well, I live in Mumbai, and to the best of my knowledge, when I read about the famous ghazal singer, Mr. Ghulam Ali's visit to India, has been publicized for a long time. And one has to assume that the organizers are responsible, that they have obtained whatever are the mandatory requirements for somebody to come across the borders from Pakistan into India to perform. So I'll be quite stunned, honestly, to believe that the organizers are, doing any shortcuts. So if there is any Shiv Sena protest happening at this point of time, you can be rest assured it's politically motivated. And much as China from the BJP might try and be diplomatically circuitous about it, the fact is that there's no difference between the BJP and Shiv Sena when it comes to taking these hardline postures, even against cultural ambassadors from different parts of the world.
But, Ms. China NC, as you said, as long as there is no law and order threat, but what if the threat is actually posed by your alliance partners? Looks like we've lost that connect with Ms. China NC. But Mr. Sanjay Jha, one final word. Do you believe that, cultural ties with Pakistan is all right, that can go on even as the country, as the governments, though, refuse to talk to each other?
Well, end of day, I can tell you that, to hold artists from both parts of the country to be, paying a huge liability because of certain diplomatic differences, I think is carrying it, a little too far. The last I read actually was that Mr. Ghulam Ali was coming here, in memory of the late Jagjit Singh, who was perhaps one of the best ghazal singers India has ever produced.
Right.
So, I remember him saying in an interview, in a media interview, that he was a great friend of Mr. Jagjit Singh and felt that he deserved the best in terms of a tribute, and he felt he was honored to be invited to Singh's event. If it is the same event, then I can tell you it is a simple equation somebody across the border feels. And I think for politicians to interfere in it is extremely unfortunate.
Okay, for now, Mr. Sanjay Jha of the Congress, we'll leave it there, but many thanks for joining us. Clearly, measured responses coming in there from both sides, which should be heartening. Mr. Waris Pathan of the MIM also joins us now on the phone line. Mr. Pathan, could we have your reactions? Shiv Sena, they're saying that they will protest. Do you think that will be justified to protest Ustad Ghulam Ali's concert, which is to be organized actually in memory of Jagjit Singh, the legendary Indian ghazal singer?
Mr. Ghulam Ali is a very world reputed singer. And this is not the first time that he is holding a concert in Mumbai or in India. He has been coming here several times. And why only now the Shiv Sena is saying that they want to boycott the concert? I don't understand that. And on the other hand, the BJP said we are not supporting the Shiv Sena's demand for it. Now it is for the government to take the call whether they should support the Shiv Sena, they should not support the Shiv Sena. But as an individual, as a fan of ghazal, I would like to make myself clear that he is a world reputed singer, and there are lakhs of fans all over India who listens to him, not now only but since several years. So, and we are talking about development of the country, we are talking about modern India, and on the other hand, if boycotting such world reputed singers, this will not bring tourism to the country, and this will give a very bad effect on the other parts of the country as well. Because people want to listen to him.
Mr. Pathan, do you think then in that case it should be actually the onus of the BJP government there to make sure that the Shiv Sena in any form does not protest while the concert is on, that they should allow the concert to actually go on? Does the onus lie on the BJP then, sir?
Of course, yes. The BJP is in government. They are along with the Shiv Sena. And when the Shiv Sena says it is for the government, BJP who are in majority to ensure that the concert takes place peacefully without any untoward incident being taken place, to ensure peace and tranquility in Maharashtra state. They are responsible. It is their responsibility.
Okay, sir, we'll have to take up the BJP, in fact, on their words, because Ms. China NC there, as she was mentioning, that bans are not any sort of a legitimate tool and the BJP does not believe in it. So we'll have to see if they can actually rein in their partners and their alliance in Maharashtra, which is the Shiv Sena, and stop them from protesting in any way when the concert is organized on the 9th of October in Mumbai.